Today we're going to talk about, well, I drove my Jeep into the middle of my little small trail here. It's nice out, and I figured it'd be a good day to get out in the woods a little bit, but my main thing is I'm not really going to do a lot of shooting and... What was that? Not going to do a lot of shooting, but I'm just going to try and talk about situational awareness a little bit. Knowing what's around you, paying attention. I've seen some videos here recently that are quite concerning. And hold on a second. Must be hearing crap. I don't know. Maybe I need to just take a break for a second. So I enjoyed making that intro. That was my tribute to the Appalachian American t-shirt. It's always comical to me every time you hear about these Bigfoot sightings and stuff like that, and the guy's like, I got the, I was looking through my scope and there it was, and it's like, bitch, why didn't you pull a trigger? Like, I see a Bigfoot in the woods, I'm shooting it. Like, shit's either gonna be a guy in the woods in the wrong spot where he shouldn't be on my property, or it's a Bigfoot. We're gonna find out. Anyways, so I just want to make a video on situational awareness. What brought it up was a buddy of mine and me. I watched a video of that crazy woman with the axe in Australia attack the two individuals. And what was crazy is that you could easily see that this person was agitated. They were carrying a weapon. And they came right up to the people and they didn't move away. They didn't get distance between them. They didn't do anything of the such, which is mind-boggling to me, because you should be paying attention to your surroundings so well that you avoid those scenarios. And one of the things that I do that I know a lot of people probably don't like this, or a lot of people don't like to see this footage, any shooting video that I can possibly watch, mass shooting, it does not matter which style it is, I watch them, and it's because I want to know what the indicators are. I want to know how random is it. Is there signs? Is there ways to see what that event looks like? And several of them, the first couple people, you're in a bad spot. The chances of you catching it are very slim, because they're such an ambush style attack. I'm not saying that you can't, because there might be indicators, if you see something very strange, somebody, large backpack into a bathroom and just acting very weird or anything like that. but mainly, you should be aware of your surroundings as best you can, and be prepared for that scenario. And watching that video, and you can Google it yourself and watch it. It's crazy. It's crazy to see somebody so willfully putting themselves in danger when all you have to do is at least get some distance. You know, I mean, even if you can't get away all the way, or I don't know. I mean, my mentality is so different. I guess I would be backing away from that scenario totally, and kind of getting myself in a position where if that person goes to start swinging that thing around, I can get my weapon out on time. Now, then there is the whole thing of if somebody's swinging a melee weapon like that, you know, getting in close so they have no chance to get any kind of drawback on it, you know. But that's a totally fucked up scenario that you're not really going to be able to prep for that, or kind of see that. Well, in this case, you would have seen it coming, but in most cases, you're probably not going to see that coming. But you know, I don't know if I'm crazy, but you know, if I'm driving, I give myself room. If I'm parking somewhere, I'm kind of looking around. Not too long ago, I saw a woman walking down a line of stores, and very weird acting. Me and my wife just got a meal from a restaurant, and then I saw a vehicle kind of pulling around and started slowing down. I was like, something's going on here. So I kind of did a U-turn and kind of parked in the middle of the parking lot, kind of watched the scenario. And that guy pulled up to her and started kind of hollering at her and following right alongside her. And I got myself into a position where I was ready to stop or aid that scenario if something was going to go down there. And luckily, the guy kind of was like looking around, and I looked straight at him. And you know, I'm not an intimidating person by any means. Physical size, obviously, I'm not a large guy, but I think him seeing that somebody else was aware of that scenario kind of caused him to just drive off. So, you know, I don't know. There's ways to practice this, I guess. I mean, you can go out in public and kind of just like look around, go to your local Walmart, try and pick out who's on crack or some shit. I don't know. But you really need to be paying attention. And I don't like to say this, but women are inherently really bad about watching things. Now, I know my wife said that she can be in like in a mall or something like that, or somewhere, and get a feeling if there's like a person, because women, you know, they do have to be a little bit more observant, but I feel like they ignore, at least from my case, what I've seen, they ignore certain things that seem to be outside of their current threat, right? Because they're more focused on what's that current threat to themselves, where I look outward and make sure that I don't see something that's a threat to anything. That may be the biggest difference there, because I know my wife's got pretty good intuition on people and because of her job and everything else like that. But and I'm sure women inherently, because it is they can't necessarily go places that men can is by themselves as easily, probably have some sort of sixth sense in kind of what creeps them out and weirds them out, and hopefully they go with that gut. And I know some women don't have that at all. But what I've always noticed is that they definitely look more inward instead of outward. But I would like to see people find ways to become more aware of their surroundings, and I just wanted to make a video because of that exact, watching that video, I was kind of like, holy shit, like, are people really this bad? You know, and maybe there's some exercises. If you got anything that you can think of in your head that you've done or you've seen, you know, put it in the comments, talk to me. I'd like to know, what are some things that we can start doing as individuals to protect the others around us. You know, I don't want anybody to get hurt. I want everybody to be safe as they can. So I've always got my head on a swivel, and you know, and a lot of people call that paranoid. I say I'd rather be paranoid than dead, I guess. I mean, I don't know what else to say about that, but that's what my thought is on it. I can't imagine what's the problem with that. That's like prepping for emergency or natural disaster. What is that food that can last 6 months or whatever, 3 months on the shelf? What is that harming you? So what's the, you know, what's wrong with being prepared for something if it doesn't truly consume or affect your lifestyle? You know, I'm fine with going out and now I guess I'll take that back. I don't fly anymore. I don't enjoy going into airports and things like that. And I only travel to cities where I can carry a firearm. And I carry a firearm. I don't give a shit where it is. If the state is illegal, I still carry a firearm. I do not care. If I go there, I would rather be tried by 12 than carried by 6 in every scenario. So I don't really care, but that's a decision you would have to make yourself. I don't say do this on your own, but this is like you know, and I'll just say this: if I was a teacher, I'd carry a firearm. I don't give a shit. I don't care. The people I'm around and myself will be protected at all costs, and the fact that it's illegal for them to carry a firearm in some places is bullshit. And I can that's just my thought on it. And you take your own you know, protection into account. But definitely let's talk about trying to figure out ways to create or enhance your situational awareness. I think it's critical. And the one thing I say that I do is I watch as many videos as I can, and I suggest you do the same. I know it's not going to be that fun to watch some of that stuff, but it opens your eyes up to how oblivious some people are in those scenarios. But other than that, you know, it's a fantastic day. It's Friday, and I'll probably shoot some more tomorrow, maybe make another video. Probably won't be released till next week, but at least we'll have it available, right? So y'all be good and do good, and have a great weekend.